Hey everybody, Aaliyah here. We're going to dive into it today. We're going to talk about law of attraction. We're going to talk about Abraham Hicks, and I'm going to give you 3 precise tips that you can start using and thinking about in your life right away. So the first tip is you can use a future event to feel good in your now. So let's look at the Abraham quote on this. People say, if I'm always setting goals and reaching for the future, then am I not squandering my now? And we say, if in your now you're using a future event to make you feel good, you are still feeling good in your now, and that's the best use of time that you could ever find. So it's always going to boil down to however you are feeling right now is paving the road for how you are going to feel tomorrow. And the cycle will continue. How you feel now paves the road for how you feel tomorrow. And if you're into this law of attraction stuff like I am, then you know that how you feel is actually how you manifest. Everything around you is a reflection of your emotions because your emotions is a reflection of your energy. So at any given point, the idea is, how do I feel better right now? How do I feel better right now? And a lot of times we talk about reasons what we need to feel better now. I need to fix this problem. I need more money. I need a new job. This person in my life is driving me crazy or something like that. And so we're always brainstorming, what could I do to make myself feel better right now? But the entire magic with law of attraction is that we need to learn to feel better right now without asking anything to change around us. Because when we do that, that is how we allow everything to change. So we have to come back and ask ourselves, well, how am I going to feel better right now without asking anything around me to change? The mind is a really good toolbox for this. We can look into the future at something that we know is going to be happening or something that we would like to create. And as we look into the future, if we can feel good about what is coming down the pike, then we can use that futureness to feel good right now. And even though it's a future thing, the feeling good is happening right now, which means I'm feeling good now, I'm paving the road to feel good tomorrow, and I am manifesting things that will match my feeling good right now. Alternatively, we can also use the past to do this. We can look in the past and say, when did I feel really good? What did those things look like? And we can actually pull energy from the past to also feel good right now. So maybe this would look like, oh, I had an amazing vacation, or this relationship used to be so good, or this phase of my life, everything was so easy, right? And we can, oh, it felt so good when everything felt so easy. And as we imagine and remember things feeling really easy, we are conjuring up that old energy, and the universe is just going to respond to that right now. So when we are looking to the future, if we know, oh, somebody's coming to visit me, that's going to be amazing, that's going to be amazing, that's going to be amazing. Or we know that I'm going to create this business, I'm going to create this project, I'm going to create this whatever it is, and it's going to be so awesome. It's going to be amazing. It'll be so cool when it's there. We can go into the future and pull that energy. And as we use our mind to feel better right now, that is when things can really start to change. It's really, really good stuff. So tip number 2 is only do what you feel like doing. I know that this is going to be a hard one because this is going to go everything against what your parents and your grandparents and your teachers and people around you taught you. But let me repeat this again. Only do what you feel like doing. Let's look at the quote. Abraham says, when you feel enthusiasm to do something, it means you've lined up the energy and you are being inspired to take action from that point of alignment. When you don't feel like doing it, don't push yourself because your effort is not worth it. But when you line up the energy, the feeling of procrastination goes away. So, efforting. Oh, right. So now you want to do something. You've got your to-do list. You have an idea that I need to create this business. I need to repair this relationship. I need to organize these things. I need to file these papers. I need to complete these projects. And now you've got need going on, right? And need is really the energy of not doing. And so as we allow ourselves to need, we are actually manifesting not doing, not doing, not doing. So if we've got some idea, something has happened which has led us to the belief that right now, I really got to do this, but you're finding that you don't actually feel like doing it, then your energy is not aligned. Your energy is not aligned, and the danger of taking action when your energy is not aligned is that you will be wasting all of your energy to get almost no return on that. Because as you act and as you force yourself to take action, when the energy is not aligned, you are not using the universe to help you. And if we're not using the universe to help ourselves, then things are a million times harder. So the idea is that if you're finding yourself not wanting to do something, don't do it yet. We have to align the energy. We have to figure out, how do I actually feel better? How do I feel good right now? And as we do that, the procrastination goes away. As we generally raise our energy, we generally feel like doing things that match us at that energy. And as our emotions increase, we start wanting to do the things that are going to get us the most return. And we just kind of feel like doing them. It's inspired. We have the energy. We think, let me just do this right now. And then not only is it easier, not only are we enjoying that it's not a big deal, but the universe kicks in and just makes things more efficient. The right person shows up. You get the right idea at the right time. Somebody gives you a tip and you actually follow it through. And then magical things start happening around you that would have taken you so much more time to actually get that result. I experienced in this growing my wine business with this. Everything that really got me ahead of where I was, every time I made a quantum leap and did something really big, it was never the result of my forced effort. My forced effort never got me anywhere except for feeling more and more stressed. But my wine business was one of my first really large experiments with law of attraction. So I often was catching myself and coming back and getting my energy into alignment. And that is when the email would come through that somebody new wanted to partner with me. That is when the sales and the purchasing just kind of started happening in a very harmonious way. That's when we started getting strategic partnerships all over. And if you've ever tried to effort your way into a strategic partner with, let's say, a distributor, you might know that it almost feels near impossible. And if you're just trying to effort your way, you're going to have to play the numbers game. You're going to have to reach out to 100 people. You're going to have conversation with 20. You're going to have to get then denied by 19 to land the one. Rather than aligning the energy and having that one person email or having that one person call and having a couple interactions that all end up becoming very, very fruitful. So here's the idea here is that we do not want to do things we do not feel like doing. We want to see that procrastination as a red flag that our energy is actually not lined up and we better not do anything in that energy. So what we want to do is we want to relax. We want to feel better. We want to chill out. We want to do anything that gets us grooving a little bit. We want to make sure that we have some sort of swagger energy, because as we do that, we end up feeling like doing the things that we need to do most for the outcome to actually happen. So again, do not do forced action. But there's one tiny caveat here. There's one situation, and really only one, in which you do need to force effort. And it is in the energy alignment work. So if you're finding yourself bummed, depressed, lethargic, and you don't want to do anything, and you are tolerating yourself staying down here in some negative energy, that is the one time where you need to use force action to do something to help you feel better. Go for a walk, make a smoothie, call somebody, give somebody a kiss, make somebody smile, do something for yourself, clean up, stretch, watch a funny video, So when you're down here and you don't feel like doing anything and you want to stay down there, that is the one time that you use forced action to get yourself to actually do the energy work. And from there, you do the energy work and then you wait to see what you feel like doing. And then you keep doing the energy work and only actually do what you feel like doing. Okay, let's move on to tip number 3, which is use your powerful imagination. Imagination is not just something silly we teach little kids. Let's dive into this Abraham quote. Leverage your time more by spending a little more energy every day imagining and a lot less time every day doing. Do a little more imagining and a little less doing until eventually most of what's happening is happening in the cool, calm, anticipatory state. Just imagine yourself into the successes and watch what happens. Imagine a little more and act a little less. So, are you getting the theme here? Our mind is very, very powerful. As we live in our box, which is our life, and as we only think about what is in our box, we only continue to live in our box. And how we can actually start living outside of our box and how we can experience energy outside of our box is using our imagination, which means allowing ourselves to think about what could be really cool, what could be fantastic, how can something good be better, how could something bad get improved, what does the path look like, and really using the imagination like a child. What could that look like? What would it look like if I was having a ton of fun? What would it look like if I had a swagger? What would it look like if I was feeling really sexy? What would it look like? And that imagination is a powerful tool. But a lot of us are consumed by our to-do list. We're trying to get a lot of things done because we want to get a lot of things done because we believe that that is a really good thing. So the tip here is just to do a little bit less and imagine a little bit more. If you're a little nervous about this, let's try 5 minutes. Can you do 5 minutes less of your to-do list and sit there for 5 minutes and imagine stuff up? Imagine what something would look like if it was really, really cool. 5 minutes. And just start there. Just start with doing 5 minutes less and imagining 5 minutes more. And what it's going to end up being is if you do this a few times a week, now you're maybe reaching 20 or 30 minutes of energy work you did not do before. And maybe that doesn't seem like a lot, but 20 or 30 minutes compared to 0 minutes is a lot more, and you will start feeling the momentum of that. So that is a great starting point. If you can do it even more, if you can say, hey, I'm going to have a second cup of coffee, maybe make it a decaf, and then you spend the entire cup of coffee imagining things, put that phone down, don't get distracted, and just flex that imagination for 20 minutes, even better. Maybe you can use your car ride and say, hey, I'm going to try to remember to imagine cool stuff when I'm in the car. Do less and imagine more. All of these things are going to be really, really, really good. So, I want to also invite you right now, if you enjoy learning about all this stuff, you like learning the nuances of law of attraction, you like reprogramming your brain on a constant basis, then please like the video and hit the subscribe button. You might notice that next to it is also a little bell. That is a notification button, so you can get notified because I'm creating content like this all the time, and I'm going to be doing more and more and better through the next year and on and on. And so I would like to invite you into my circle so you can learn as much as you can. Most of what I'm talking about comes directly from Abraham Hicks, so if that is your jam, you're going to love the essence of my channel. And if you're generally law of attraction, you're still going to love the essence because it's all law of attraction, it's all energy work. So, in addition, in that description, I think you click hit more, or see more, show more, or about, there's going to be a whole bunch of links down there, but there's one link. It looks like link.tree/Aaliyah. And if you click that one link, you get to see the list of links of everywhere I hang out. So you'll be able to find my content in digestible formats all over the internet. So check it out. Come hang out with me wherever you like, and I will absolutely see you soon. And let me know you're there. Throw something down in the comments and come visit me next week. See you later.